When you're establishing partnerships in business, what you want to make sure happens is that you communicate expectations of yourself and of the other partner as well. Because one of the things that I have found with what we're doing is it's really exciting. And everyone that I speak with wants to find some way of working together. But the ones that are going to reap the greatest benefit of working together are able to take what we're doing and integrate it into whatever they're doing. So it's making their main thing more valuable, and they're going to stick with it. It's not going to be a fleeting thing. It's not going to be that shiny object that shows up where they talk about it incessantly for the next 2 to 4 weeks, but it doesn't yield the fruit they would hoped. And then as a byproduct, they're on to the next shiny object. Usually those people have yet to find ways to produce 1 + 1 equals something significantly more than 2. Like what we talk about always is, are your actions a subtraction, an addition, or a multiplication? A subtraction means that you're actually doing things that are decreasing the value of whatever you committed to. So those you have to eliminate. Additions are a 1 + 1 equals 2. So I would define someone that is constantly jumping from partner to partner, partner to partner as an addition activity, because they're not sticking with anything long enough to produce what everyone should focus on, which is multiplication, where it's a 1 + 1 equals something way more than 2. And it's almost infinite that it can become over the course of time. So what's critical is that you know what your success criteria is, and you know the other party's success criteria, and you give it enough time and energy and effort and focus to realize it. Because if you're just going to jump from partnership to partnership to partnership, you're never going to realize the optimal outcome of that initial commitment. It just won't happen. In addition, make this a known for you, right? I look for this whenever I'm about to partner with somebody. I say, okay, there's 3 potential voids that are going to exist in your business or life. My offer has to fill one of those voids. And if it doesn't naturally fill one of those voids, there's just no reason to proceed right now. Let's just be cheerleaders. Let's just support each other. Let's make introductions to each other. When we make these introductions, let's acknowledge source. So let's make sure that if you introduce somebody, that I'm acknowledging your source. So if anything comes from it, you win. But if you want to form a partnership, there's only 3 voids. This is what you want to write down. So the first void is called an offer void. And what that means is that I'm going to have a conversation with someone or something, and my offer can naturally fit into their offer, whatever they're currently doing to make money, and make their offer better as a result. Because I'm bringing something to their offer that's just lacking, but when you add my offer in, their offer becomes better. So they can just keep doing what they've always done with regards to selling their product or service or widget. They're just integrating me in. That's a perfect partnership. The second void is that, and this is one that's very specific to industries, is that within every industry, there are people and organizations that have built some form of a community. They have influence. They're often known as the big fish in the small pond. And the only way that they're going to remain cool and relevant to their community is if they have new and exciting things to share. Because the people in their community are also in other people's community as well. So if your goal is to engage your community, you have to constantly be looking for that new and exciting thing. So if what I offer can fill the void of new and exciting naturally and seamlessly, that's a partnership right there. And then I do everything in my power to make it really easy for that partner to start sharing my offer within their community so that they remain cool and relevant in front of their people. The third, and this is the least common, but it will show up for you the more that you put energy and effort into partnerships, is that there's a person or organization that's looking for a sense of purpose. Usually it's a person and they've had some form of an exit and they want to do something really meaningful, but they don't necessarily want to start something on their own from scratch. So they want to take something and fill a very natural void for themselves where they can almost have the exact same conversation they had previously when they had an offer with your offer. And when that's present, it's a 1 + 1 equals something way more than 2 outcome. So those are the only 3 voids that exist in partnerships. So when you're having conversations with people, it's your responsibility to identify the void, speak into the void, make it easy for your offer to fill their void. But if those 3 are not present, just don't partner, because there's only so many partnerships you can handle, and instead cheer each other on and go out of your way to create more value for them than they create for you. And don't worry if it comes back to you, because the universe will always, the abundant world out there, the universe will always reward the people that create the most value. You may not know when it's going to come, but I promise it's coming your way.